Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Break. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, keep it up. Let's go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Now Leonard Fournette. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, I'm coming. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He may try and run for this. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
61, matchbox right.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Three buzz.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
That's going to be a long day. Mike 54.
Now Jones. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Jones operating from the gun. He's got the hook up to Lee. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 54. Recon, 132 fighter.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Now.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Get it.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ready. The Mike. 44 is the Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, Rivers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, Rivers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll run on first down. Rivers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, Rivers. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check. 44.
On third down, Jackson going deep here for Bryant. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They begin with a run by Fournette. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he cuts it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 81 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second and 9, Jackson, Bryant has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First down, Tennessee.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Flushed out right. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Tight go.
On first down, Rivers. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Right. 59. Gotta do better. Come on,
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going deep here for Bryant. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
54, right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 31, check 31.
Five.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
First down, Titans.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
On 2nd and 7, Jones completes it to Lee. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Jones, a final shot before break. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, touchdown Titans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Jones now on first down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Second and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Check three.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Jackson on 3rd and long. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And he's going to go down. Back back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Fournette. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Rivers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Let's take it at around the 40.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down and 4, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And 4 yards to go.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike.
To throw is Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. So first and 10 now from the 30.
15 line. Greystone travels. They go.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Here's second and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third and 8.
Hey, watch that,
Get it.
Now Jones operating from the gun. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
I'm coming.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Titans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
At their own 33-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here we go. Hey, watch edge, watch edge.
Yep.
Take it, take it. 54, dude.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Big grip.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And his first carry, he loses the football. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Set. 10 logo.
Double dog, that's the way.
Go.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Jones. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. A big run by the big man Fournette, 94 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Let's go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Down.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Watch the pass.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one today